The lifestyle in Orange County is really unique. A very fast-paced, high-pressure environment, and people know that. I think people are actually kind of proud of that. When you ask somebody how they've been, everybody's favorite answer is busy, because that means that you must be successful. I'm a financial advisor. It's a very competitive field. If you don't hit your numbers, you have 1 quarter to figure it out. 10,000 other people want this job. As we started to have kids, things started to get a little bit busier. We really started to be able to feel that.
We got pregnant with our first son, Jackson, when I was 25. And then 10 months later, we got pregnant again with our son, William. I was basically at that point just paying for the childcare, which was not worth the cost of me not being able to stay home with our babies.
I earned my certified financial planner designation while we were still living in California. And so I would get up in the morning and go to work a full day, come home, have some dinner with the family, and then basically study until midnight, 5 or 6 days a week.
It was hard. There was a lot of nights where I was alone and I had to deal with these 2 little ones.
Our family started to grow. We knew we had to get something that was a little larger than 1,200 square feet. I really felt bad for Lauren because if something would come up, she would be the one that would have to grab whichever kid was home and run out of the door in 5 minutes. She would get there and there'd already be an offer. That became almost a 2-year process.
There were so many sleepless nights and paralyzing anxiety. I kept trying to think that it would be temporary. If we just got to him getting his certified financial planning license, if we just got the house, then everything would feel calmer. We put in offer after offer. That's when I had to say that this is about me. Like, this is about me and feeling like my control over this.
We felt that we were just gonna have to add more things to keep it up. The commute would have been longer, the financial pressures would have been higher, the free time would have been less, and we didn't think it was worth that. And so we redefined what our goals were. We put family at the top of that list. We put God at the top of that list. It led us in a place that we had never planned on going. We felt like we were coming to a crossroads, and if we had made some choices differently than what we did, we felt that our lives would have been nothing but more frantic. And so that really began us thinking and praying kind of in a different direction than it was, what part of our plan do we need to give up? And as doors started to close in Orange County, things started to open up in Scottsdale. We decided to get plugged into the community. We were going to start with church. We started with Scottsdale Bible, and we were able to get plugged into a small group right away. Lauren was able to serve it at Mom's.
It's not Orange County that was the problem or Scottsdale that was the solution and all of that. It was the way that we felt we were in control while we were in Orange County and the surrender of that to God within the move process.
There were some hard times. It was not an easy transition. And I think part of that was the surrender aspect of it. If you were from Orange County, there was some pride associated with being from there, and it felt like we were kind of giving up on that.
We're still busy. We have 3 boys. They're in all activities. They're crazy and loud and super fun. But the wellspring of what drives us is intentional peace. We make choices of what we choose to say yes and no to more intentionally now. We know that the wellspring comes from Christ, and everything that we do is based around that.
We had to rely on God's faithfulness through the entire process. And God's still writing the story. I don't know where he's gonna call us to next, but I know this is where he needs us to be right now.
I feel so at peace about where we are here, knowing that wherever we're headed to next, that God's got us and it's gonna be okay.